All right, folks, it is 5:03 and we're going to go ahead and get started. So, first, I just want to say welcome to everyone that's here. I'm just so glad that folks are taking this opportunity to celebrate Earth Day from home this year. It's obviously such a huge bummer that we can't be in person with you at the real Earth Day fair like we usually do, but we're confident that we'll be able to come together in person soon. And we're just really happy to be able to engage in a different way with all of you all this year through these online programs. And so my name is Madeline Coffey, and I am the Communications and Engagement Coordinator at Piedmont Environmental Alliance. And I just wanted to take a brief moment to sort of give some information about PEA and about our programs here, and to also lay down some ground rules for the webinar before we get started. So if you're here, chances are you have at least heard a little bit about Piedmont Environmental Alliance before. But if you're new here, we are an organization that is really aimed at elevating the conversation around sustainability here in the Piedmont Triad region. And we do that through events, education, and advocacy. Piedmont Earth Day Fair is our signature event that is typically held at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds every year, and this year is our 15th Earth Day Fair. And so we usually draw about 10,000 people to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds each year for demonstrations, for food trucks, live music, and things like that. And given the new social distancing precautions, we've just done our best to continue the real legacy of the Piedmont Earth Day Fair, which is to educate our community and inspire all of y'all to take action on environmental issues and to be great stewards of the environment. So thank you for being here. If you are a little confused about why you might not be able to talk, it is because there were 70 people who had RSVP'd to this webinar. I think there's 28 of us in total here right now. And so just to make sure that everything is running really smoothly, we are going to keep all attendees on mute. However, we are going to be utilizing the Q&A box. So if you look at the bottom of your screen, there's a Q&A box that you can click. All throughout, just go ahead and ask us questions in that Q&A box, and at the end, Katie is going to answer some of those questions, as many of them as we can. And so if you are having trouble hearing me, then you probably won't get this direction, but I'll also type it in the comments. If at any point you do lose the ability to hear us, go over on the bottom of your screen and click participants. It will bring up a panel where you will see your name and a microphone next to you. And if you click on that microphone, it should resume your sound. So without further ado, I would love to introduce all of you to our guest today, Katie Reynolds. She is the owner and founder of the Green Cleaners, which is a local residential cleaning service here in Winston-Salem that is aimed at helping people get clean homes without utilizing any harmful ingredients for either you or the planet. So I'm going to turn it over to Katie, and yeah, go ahead, tell folks who you are and what you're going to be talking about today.
Hey guys, my name is Katie Reynolds, and as Madeline said, I am the owner of the Green Cleaners here in Winston-Salem, and I am super excited for the opportunity to come on here and talk to you guys a little bit about natural cleaning products and how to be low waste in your cleaning as well. I know about PEA because I'm part of their marketing committee, so I was super excited to have the opportunity to do this, and I wish that we were all meeting in person and that we could make these things together. But I have prepared a presentation where I will talk to you guys a little bit more about the harmful chemicals that are in everyday cleaning products. I'm not going to mention any name brands, but of course you guys can think about that for yourselves. and then I am going to give you some alternative options and show you guys my own cleaning kit. So I will go ahead and start this presentation with you. So some of the reasons why you may want to get rid of name brand cleaners, obviously, they're not really safe for humans. If they were safe, then most of them would not come with warning labels. True Clean doesn't have a smell, and it shouldn't irritate your sinuses or your eyes or any of that stuff. True Clean should not have a warning label. And also to mention that a lot of cleaning products that you see on the shelves are not drain safe, but where are we using them? We're using them in toilets, in our showers, in our sinks. So it's polluting our waterways, and it's causing great problems for aquatic life. And yeah, it's not a sustainable option. And when you think about the packaging too, all the plastic packaging that's coming from petroleum, which we know is a non-renewable resource. And it's very hard to recycle a lot of those containers anyways because they are filled with hazardous chemicals. So a couple of those chemicals that you want to avoid, I guess right now with everything going on, antibacterials is going to be something that's very controversial. But antibacterial products that you're using in your home are actually registered as pesticides from the EPA, and they also lead to these superbugs. So that's resistant bacteria. That's why you see the flu mutate, and you have to make a new flu vaccine, every few years and things like that, is because we're using all these products and there are, strains of bacteria that are going to survive and become resistant. It also pollutes our waterways and causes birth defects in aquatic life. Another chemical to avoid is fragrance. Fragrances are usually made from petroleum, so they're not going to biodegrade very well at all. They're also thought to cause reproductive harm, especially in men, because of the phthalates in there. And another chemical is phosphates. These are usually going to be in detergents and soaps. So soaps to clean with, soaps that you use in the shower, all that stuff. They're fertilizers, and when they go into the waterways, they cause overgrowth of algae, which in return is going to kill off a lot of the aquatic life. And another chemical are DEAs and TEAs. These are put in products to neutralize the acidity of the product so that it's less irritating if you do get it on your skin or in your eyes. But the fact that you have to use something to neutralize the acids probably says a lot anyways, that you should not be using something like that to clean with. They can also react with other chemicals like nitrates, and it will release carcinogenic fumes. APEs are surfactants that are in a lot of cleaning products. They are believed to be endocrine disruptors and have also been linked to the growth of breast cancer cells. In 2009, they tested a lot of water samples, and in 69% of all the water that they sampled, there were APEs in the water. Ammonia is another chemical. This is typically in like toilet bowl cleaners or glass cleaners, and it is extremely toxic. If you have any sort of respiratory issues like asthma or COPD, anything like that, you definitely don't want to be using ammonia in cleaning products at all. And common exposure, so if this is something that you use frequently, so for some house cleaners, this can actually cause internal bleeding. And then the last one is sodium hydroxide, also known as lye. This is usually in drain cleaners and oven cleaners, and it can be immediately, toxic to you if ingested, and it can cause severe damage to your eyes, your skin, and your mucous membranes. So some alternative cleaning products that you can use. You can make a zero waste cleaning kit, which I will show you mine in a little bit. But you can use alcohol. Alcohol is a natural disinfectant, and it can be used on most surfaces. You don't want to use it on like paint or wood or some metal finishes, but it also dissolves dirt and oil, and it disinfects. So it's a great thing to have in your cleaning kit. And white vinegar is something else that you can clean with. It has antimicrobial properties, and it has a natural acidity, so it's going to be great at removing a lot of dirt and debris from surfaces, though it shouldn't be used on any porous surfaces like wood or natural stone. Another Another little thing about vinegar is it is actually a great disinfectant, and because of its strong smell, you wouldn't think that. But if you have like pet urine or anything like that in your house that you need to clean up, you can spray some vinegar on there, and once it dries, it will actually completely absorb the smell. Baking soda is another great thing to clean with. It's lightly abrasive, so it's great to remove soap scum and grease without causing damage to surfaces. And it's just a sodium compound, so it's completely natural and great to have in your cleaning kit. Essential oils are something else to have in your cleaning kit. A lot of essential oils have natural antibacterial properties. They're great at deodorizing smells, and citrus oils are really great at removing grease and oil. And then Castile soap is something else that you can use to clean with. It's a lot more mild than, other cleaning products that you will find on the shelves, and it's very versatile. So you can use it to wash yourself, to wash your hair, to wash your pets. You can wash your clothes with Castile soap, your dishes. You can even wash your produce in Castile soap. And then there are some Castile soaps, like the one that I'm going to be showing you, that is intended for hard water use. So those are the ones that you would want to use to wash your dishes or your floors or something like that. Microfiber cloths are something that everyone should have in their cleaning kit because it reduces waste tremendously. You're not going to have to use paper towels or like disinfectant wipes or anything like that. You can just chuck them in the wash and use them time and time again. Natural sponges are something else to have in your cleaning kit. And the one that I'm going to be showing you today is made from cellulose, but there are also some that are made with coconut husks, which is going to be great for like cleaning soap scum or even dishes. And then there are also walnut sponges that you can get that have the same abrasion on them as well. These are a lot better than normal sponges that you would find because those are actually usually made with plastic, and these natural sponges will biodegrade much quicker. And then your old toothbrushes are something else that you can hang on to and use to clean with as well, because they're going to get in those small spaces that are, really hard to get in with otherwise. Especially if you have a plastic toothbrush, you're just giving it a longer lifespan here. And yeah, a tip for this would be to make sure that you have different colors for different areas, so you're not using the same toothbrush in your kitchen that you would in your bathroom. Some essential oils that are wonderful for cleaning are peppermint, tea tree, eucalyptus, and lemon oil. Out of all the research that I have done on this topic, these tended to be at the top of every list. All of them have antibacterial properties. Tea tree oil has antifungal properties. So these are going to kill a lot of viruses and things like that. And they're not pesticides like the normal antibacterial cleaners that you would find. And lemon oil contains a natural compound called limonene, which is going to be great at removing grease or oil or anything sticky. So if you have like sticker residue stuck on something, I have a 3-year-old, so we get sticker residue on a lot of things. and you can just rub some lemon oil on there and that will take care of the problem for you. Here is a couple places where you can follow us if you want to know more about what we're up to. We like to share some green cleaning tips and just some fun facts about green cleaning on our social media pages. So I am going to show you all the things that I actually have in my kit. So you can get one of these bad boys at Target. I think this was like $7 or $8. So I have some alcohol. I like to get the bigger ones because even though I will reuse this container for something, this is going to create less waste in the long run, just getting the larger one. And then I have some white vinegar, and you can get a gallon of this for $3. So this is an excellent thing to have in your cleaning kit. Baking soda, something else that is super affordable and can be used for a lot of things. And then I want to show you some of the cloths that I have, and these are actually the ones that we use in our business as well. But I just keep a terry cloth. This is a cotton terry cloth. This is an excellent replacement for paper towels because these are super absorbent. And then I just keep some fine microfiber cloths that you can dust with. You can use these wet or dry for a lot of different surfaces. And then probably my favorite cleaning cloth of all time would be these. They're e-cloths, but a lot of you probably know about Norwex, and those are kind of the equivalent, but these are a lot more affordable, if I'm allowed to say that. These are actually lined with silver particles, so they're naturally antibacterial and disinfect surfaces. And all you have to use with these is water, which is pretty cool because you're saving a lot of money on products when you put these in your cleaning kit. I also said that I was going to show you the Castile soap that I have. I use the Sal Suds because this one is intended to use with hard water. And here in Winston, that's definitely what we have coming out of our spigots, hard water. So if I want to mop our floors or clean our dishes, I would use this instead of a regular Castile soap. I also have a cellulose sponge. So these are going to biodegrade a lot faster than like the sponges that have the double sides, like the non-scratch sponges. And then these are a couple toothbrushes that I keep to clean with. And bonus points if they're already made from natural materials, but even if they're made with plastic, you're giving it a longer life. So, and then I just have the essential oils that I mentioned as well. I won't mention my favorite brands, but those are all in here. And I'm not going to make these on camera just because I don't want to make a mess. But if you go to the description of this video, you will see some recipe cards for some cleaning recipes that I came up with. And these are things that I use in my own home. So there is a recipe for a streak-free window cleaner and an all-purpose cleaner and a disinfectant cleaner. And basically all you need to make these are water, alcohol, vinegar, Castile soap, and your choice of essential oils. And fun fact, I actually have my disinfectant spray here, and this is actually made with moonshine from a distillery in Wilkes County. So instead of using isopropyl alcohol, you could also use vodka or moonshine if you have that as well. So if you guys have any questions, I'm going to click over to that and we'll see what we have. We don't have anything. So if you have a question, go ahead and ask it. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to do that.
Hey, Katie, we had a question from Victoria who asked, should alcohol be diluted? And if yes, what parts alcohol to water?
So if you are going to use alcohol for like a disinfectant use, then you should dilute it to still be like 60% alcohol because I think even the CDC said that it has to be at least 60% to be considered disinfectant. So, yeah. And I have another question here. Do you know where we can buy cell suds? I'm actually 100% sure that I bought that one at Target. So, you know, since we're staying at home, Target has Drive Up, so I would definitely suggest doing that and getting you some cell suds, because I want to say this this is 16 ounces. It was maybe $15, and I know you probably can't see, but I still have about half the bottle left, and I've had that for over a year now, if that tells you anything. Where can you buy cellulose sponges? I bought those on Amazon. Am I allowed to mention where I get products? Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Definitely mention where you get the products for
Okay,
sure.
yeah. Yeah, I don't want to, you know, I'm not selling anything here, but I want to help you guys out. So I got these on Amazon. It was a huge pack for like $5. But Grove Collaborative is where you can find like the coconut husk ones as well as the walnut sponges. And I like those a lot better just because they have some abrasion to it. Besides moonshine, are all the ingredients safe to keep in the classroom? I would say absolutely. I mean, especially if you know, if you're a teacher or something like that, I'm gonna assume that you have alcohol in a first aid kit anyways. So yeah, other than the moonshine, they are all safe to keep in the classroom. I guess essential oils could be controversial, just depending on the age group that you're working with, but that's a personal preference there. I have a 3-year-old and a 2-month-old, and we use essential oils on a pretty regular basis for a lot of things. So it's just whatever you're comfortable with. And those are all the questions. Oh, do you think loofah sponges? Oh yeah, loofah sponges definitely could be used as an alternative as well, because loofahs are actually made from drying gourds, which is actually something that I've wanted to try to do this year, was grow my own gourds and dry them to make sponges out of. So that is a great alternative for a natural sponge. Have you used baking soda to wash your face? I've done that for years. No, but that's a really good idea. I have used baking soda in my shampoo just to like clarify and get some extra oils and dirt out. So I can see that being a great thing to wash your face with as well. I'm gonna have to try that.
I also saw a question from Claire in the chat box, and she was wondering what was the name of the type of cloth lined with silver that you mentioned?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so they are called e-cloths, and this is what the label on them looks like. I get these off of Amazon, but you can buy them from the company directly. And these are what we use for the green cleaners, so they last for a super long time. You can clean your counters. You can clean literally anything with an e-cloth. I'm just gonna put that out there. And is it okay to have the cleaners if you have a dog? Absolutely. I would say if your dog is the type gonna like go around licking your floors or anything like that, definitely be careful with the types of essential oils that you put in there. But other than that, these are so much safer than anything that you're gonna find in the store. Even, you know, like green wash products, these are gonna be a lot safer to use around your pet. And where is your business located? So since we are a service-based business, I just work out of my home, but we service anyone in Forsyth County. So if you are a Forsyth County resident, then we can clean your house. And if that's everything, Madeline, I'm going to turn it back over to you. Thank you guys for joining me. This was so much fun.
I think we have one more question, Katie.
Okay.
It was, where can we get cellulose sponges?
Oh, I answered that one. You can get
Oh,
them on
sorry.
Amazon. That's okay.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks to all of you for joining us. That pretty much wraps up our program here today, but I do want to remind you all that we are hosting Earth Day Fair programs all week long. We've got an interfaith panel on climate change and environment with local faith leaders coming up tomorrow afternoon at 5:30 on Zoom. We also have some great on-demand programs for kids that are coming out. And we're just continuing to update our websites every day. But we also are sending all of this content to our email subscribers. So if you're interested in getting this content right to your inbox, definitely sign up at www.peanc.org/sign up for Earth Day, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Our handle is at PEANC.org on every single social media platform. So if you follow us there, sign up for our email updates, and visit us online, you will definitely get all of our Earth Day Fair content. We would love for you to join us for all of our events this week. And thanks again for everyone joining us. I'm just so glad that we were able to connect in this way, even though we're online this year. So I really appreciate it. And reach out to me if you have questions about PEA or want to get involved with our organization. My email address is Madeline, MADELINE, at PEANC.org. And I will put all of that information in the chat box before logging off. Thanks so much, y'all.